right, y'all. Welcome to Talks with Ty. I'm your host, Ty. And today, y'all, I really just want to tell y'all about how I decided to take control of my life and quit smoking. Because when you are ready to be the person, when you're ready to be your higher self and basically commit to the dreams that you have and do what you really want to do in life, it's certain things that you have to let go. And I can say that smoking was the main thing that I had to let go. I can say for me, for example, y'all, I know a lot of people deal with it, and a lot of people say, well, if I quit smoking, then I might spaz on everybody. I might do this to everybody. So everybody really just need to be glad that I continue to smoke. And then those same people will say that, oh, I'm not addicted to it. I just do it because I want to. If you feel that you have to get up and smoke every day, and if you miss a day that you just spazzing out, you crashing out and all this stuff, you know what that means? I know you're not gonna want to hear. You're not gonna want to hear it. I know, because I didn't want to hear it at one point in time. But you're addicted to that. That is addiction. Just like you could be addicted to everything else, and y'all talk about other people like, well, you're addicted to this. That can be an addictive substance. I don't want to say the words because I know how YouTube like to give me. They like to flag me and all this stuff. But if you garden, and if you garden though, and you feel like you have to garden every day, especially if you were like me, I'm only 24 right now, but I started gardening when I was young, and I used it as an emotional regulation. I used it as a coping mechanism. When I was young and I was dealing with depression, I had like a lot of family trauma and stuff. And I didn't know how to deal with those emotions on my own. I feel like they were too much. It was over like clouding me. And I was so young. I could say that I was so young. So I had to find an outlet. I found the outlet, and that was gardening. And I could also say that a lot of people say, well, yeah, gardening helps you. It helps you get through certain stuff. And I could say, I can't speak for everybody, but I could say for myself, it does nothing but make me procrastinate. It makes any bad feelings that I have, it intensify those feelings. For the simple fact that when like I told y'all, I used it as a coping mechanism to get rid of, like, to basically like not feel certain emotions when I was dealing with depression and things like that. To where now as an adult, if I was to garden again, it does nothing for me. It does nothing good for me. It basically puts me, it tried to do the same thing that it did that I was using it for before. As far as, like I told you, I used it so I wouldn't feel certain feelings. To where now I feel like I'm a healthy person. I don't need to suppress my emotions. I don't need to do those things anymore. To where I know that if I garden right now, it does that same thing for me. It makes me go to sleep, makes me not want to communicate and all these things. And it's like, I don't need that for that. I don't need it to do those things for me anymore. So it's not doing nothing good for me anymore. And it's just basically like holding me back. And it's doing the same thing to a lot of people my age or people older. And a lot of people just don't want to face the fact. A lot of people don't want to face themselves. And that's why a lot of people are going to continuously do it. A lot of people can't break certain cycles. It's hard. I can say that. It is hard to break certain cycles. Once you get in them, it's hard to get out of them. But at the same time, you got to think about it. And you got to decide for yourself, like, do I want to let something like this be the reason why later down the line, I'm 20 years from now, I'm telling the kids I had or people I know that, oh, I could have did this. I wanted to do this. The only thing that held me back was this. You don't want to be that person. Come on, y'all. We got older family members. Even if it's not family members, we know people that be like, oh, well, I had the biggest dreams. I had the best talent. But what got in the way of my dreams? It be certain stuff like that. Or I got in trouble. I had this on me. I went to jail for this. It's stuff like that you just don't want to, you don't want to put yourself in that predicament. And a lot of us are. I know a lot of people that you would never think that they would go down the route they would go. But it's sometimes you just be like, I'm going to be so honest. I seen somebody recently that I know that recently got arrested for those things. And it's like, when we were in school, they were never this type of person. You know what I'm saying? So you would be like, it's very shocking sometimes. And once I see certain stuff like this, like, I'm glad that I can see where I was messing up. I'm glad that I'm able to look in the mirror and see myself for who I am and notice where I need to change. If you get me, you get me. Y'all, all I'm going to say is, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I promise y'all, I'm only 24 and I'm able to tell y'all this. I was able to see the way that this thing affect me. And it's it's nowhere near positive. Nowhere near positive. But what I will say is, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all when I say I had to take control of my life, when I told y'all, like, gardening, it made me like procrastinate to where I'm not getting nothing done. Y'all know, like, as y'all know, like, I work a job, but I also do social media. I always know I wanted to do social media. You get what I'm saying? I always knew that was for me. I always knew that some of the things that I say that I've endured, other people are able to relate to that, and I like that. So I always knew that's what I wanted to do. And one thing I've noticed is that I could be consistent, right? I'll be overly consistent, posting every day on a routine, right? And once I fall back into that, once I relapse and I go back to into gardening, if you know, you know. A lot of people, I could say, for example, I relapsed into it recently, and I could say that. And to where if people follow my TikTok, you know I was dropping every day, every day. If people tell them they would see me on their For You page all the time. To where right now, today, y'all, I haven't been dropping often. I'm recently just now getting back into it because I know it's what I want to do. But it's stuff like that, and it showed me like, just one day, just picking it up one time, trying to do it as a recreational thing, it's just not for me. It affects me in a very, not a good way, y'all. It's like, it affects me in the most negative way possible, and I just really don't like the way it makes me, the person that it make me. I don't like it. It made me procrastinate. Like I told y'all, I don't get a lot of stuff done. It puts you in a very unmotivated, you're not very motivated. When you like do that every day, especially if you've been doing it for a long time, people, be honest, people that have seen themselves when they first started to where they are right now, especially if you don't do it anymore, you can tell the difference in everything. You can tell the difference in your appearance, your mood, everything. You have mood swings and all. You notice those things. So I can say that was the first step, and that was basically like the first step is noticing that it made me procrastinate. I'm not getting the things that I want to get done. I'm not living in my highest, I'm not being my highest self. I'm not thinking that's my highest self because I have something that's clouding my judgment. I have something that's thinking for me in a way. Okay. Also, I feel like when you do quit, you're also able to regulate your emotions better. Y'all, let's be honest. We know a lot of people that be doing it and they be crash outs. I'm sorry to say, because I can also say that I was crashing out at one point in time, like spazzing, like really ready to crash about some stuff that was really small. People could do little things to me, make me feel away, and it was, you own that because I don't know, you're really not yourself. You're not controlling your emotions in that way. Like you become very emotionally unintelligent. Like you start to lose your emotional intelligence. For some reason, it just like, it does, I don't know, y'all. Like I say, it doesn't really do you too much good. Just like any other thing that you can get addicted to, it doesn't really do you too good. I would say, like I said, me stopping showed me that, okay, I'm able to regulate my emotions better. I'm able to have conversations that I would usually run from before. I can say that. Dating and stuff used to be hard for me because a lot of times that I would run from certain conversations. I'd say like, I want to talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it right now. We would never have that conversation because it's like certain things I don't want to deal with. And that's what it will make, like I said, it suppressed my emotions so much that I just will always push certain stuff to the back. Like, okay, I'll deal with that later. And then when it comes time to deal with that, I push it back again. Be like, not right now. It's stuff like that to where you're really not handling business. You're really not getting nothing done. And it's like, is that a healthy way of living? It's not. For me, I know it wasn't. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, y'all. I can say that. And it also just affects relationships in general, not just romantic relationships. It can be platonic, family relationships, all these things. It affects those things because you're not yourself. You're not yourself. That's real. You're not yourself. I can say that. Whereas right now, y'all, I can say that when I quit, I'm able to be gentle, be soft, love softly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Handle a person that I'm dating very softly. That's the way I want to. That's how I always wanted to be. And once I've seen that I'm able to get back into that, I'm able to do that without gardening and things like that. It showed me, okay, like, this is what you wanted. So you see the root problem. You see the root cause. It's not necessarily you, but it's what you're addicted to. It's what you're using as an escape. That is the root cause of a lot of your problems. I can say that. Like I say, a lot of people crash out. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. We know a lot of young people. I'm young myself, but we know people younger than me that's out here crashing out. And a lot of times because a lot of people didn't give themselves. I'm not even going to blame them because sometimes, we have childhood trauma. But at the same time, y'all, we have to take care of ourselves. And we have to take accountability for the things that we do because of, even though it might be a result of what we've been through, but we have to learn to control ourselves, and that's just what it is. We can't forever make excuses. Oh, that's just how I am. This is the reason why I act like this, so I'm gonna stay like this. It's not a good excuse for nobody, me, myself included. And I learned that it's like, I might have had childhood trauma. I might have dealt with this as a kid. People might have hurt me, but I'm an adult. It's up to me to change that. It's up to me to fix myself. I can't expect nobody else to just want to deal with me when I got a bad attitude. I'm crashing out because you feel this way. You tell me how you feel, and I'm crashing out because you feel away. It's stuff like that. And it's like, Y'all, that ain't healthy. It's not healthy at all, bro. For real. It's not healthy. It's doing you more bad than good. I can say that. And that's just what it was. Like when I used to date and stuff, people wanna like when they bring problems to me, and I will feel away, be like, okay, like I said, I will always push it to the back. And when I say I wanna have this conversation later, when I be telling them like, yeah, I'm gonna have this conversation later, I go garden. And now I really don't want to have a conversation at all because once I started gardening, it make me I don't feel nothing. When I say I don't feel nothing, I really mean it. Like I'm numb. I'm numb to everything. I never really liked that, but it made me numb. I don't feel nothing. Towards like, how can I have a conversation when my emotions are not present? I'm not gonna understand what you're saying to me. I'm not gonna really take it in. I'm not present, and it's just like I say, y'all, you might own it, but it's not healthy. It's just not healthy overall. Also, I can also say that, let's see what else. Like I say, it's the emotional regulation, it's the procrastination. But also, cause I did write some of this down because I had to think about it, y'all. But it also like, you have more energy. When I quit smoking, let's say, for example, y'all, I work a job also. Like I say, I work a job and I also try to create content to whereas right now, I'm trying to get back into a routine. I'm trying to manage 3 different YouTube channels, a TikTok, and a job right now. To where I'm really busy, but I can say with me not smoking anymore, I have a lot more energy. I have a lot of time to plan this out, do this, and not feel away, not be overwhelmed because I don't know, my body is working off its natural energy, not I can't explain it, but like, okay, whereas when I garden, when I wake up, I'm so sluggish. A lot of times I wake up with an attitude because I'm like, I don't feel like I got enough sleep because my body's still tired. Whereas when I'm not gardening, I can get an hour or 2 of sleep and I still wake up like energized. I don't know how to explain it. That's happened to me multiple times to where like I'll go to sleep like 2 hours before it's time for me to get up for work. And I still wake up with no problem. Energized. Waking up in the morning speaking to everybody at work because I'm in a good mood. Like, whereas when I am gardening, I wake up, it's like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to do no talking because I already don't want to see you motherfuckers. You see, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. It's like, I already didn't want to see y'all. I already didn't want to get out of my bed this morning because I don't like y'all. It's like, bruh, it's stuff like that. Towards like, yeah, I knew it wasn't healthy for me. But I can say like, I have a lot more energy, y'all. I'm able to do a lot. I'm, like I said, I'm able to do a lot. I'm way more happier than I was before. Like I say, I'm managing so many channels, y'all, that a lot of people ask me all the time, like, how are you able to do these things? How are you even like, how are you finding time to do this and do that and still be happy within yourself? And even still trying to date, you feel me? Still trying to build a relationship and stuff like that. And it's like, it's what I want to do. You only gonna do what you want to do. This is what I want to do. So I'm gonna do exactly that. You feel me? Like I said, you're gonna do what you want to do. People make time for what they want to make time for. I want to make time for the life that I want. I'm not trying to constantly do the same thing, fall into the same habits. You know, that's just not it. It's not it for me, and I know for a lot of y'all, it's just not it. It's just what we know. It's what we're comfortable with. It became a normal lifestyle for us because we did it for so long. It give us a temporary fulfillment in a way. I would say that, but it's not what you really want because once you're not feeling that feeling anymore, you're back to feeling those emotions, and it's like it's a repeated cycle. You didn't fight nothing. You didn't beat nothing. You temporarily suppressed it, and then you come back to it. That's what, like, it's not a good feeling. You come back to it, and now you're 10 times depressed than you were before. It's like, what am I really doing? I'm not doing nothing but really harming myself in the long run. I'm damaging me more than anything because I want a temporary fix. When it might be harder to try to fix yourself sober, but I promise it's way more effective. It's long term. When I took the time to sit down with myself and try to heal myself and not let nothing be getting in the way or let nothing like use something as a substance or anything to help me, it was the more effective because it's like, this is what long-term happiness like. This is what long-term fulfillment looks like because it's so different. I can say that it's way different. It's way different. And once you get a good a feel of that, you will never go back to the temporary thing. Cause like, this ain't what I want. I want to feel good forever. I don't want to feel good just for that moment, for a couple hours. That's just not it. It's not it. I could say that. It ain't it. It ain't. I say the next one is you have a clearer mind, y'all. Let's talk about it. Like I say, I'm a person I like to meditate and things of that sort. When I garden a lot, or like, yeah, when I'm gardening a lot, I'm smoking a lot, my mind is very cloudy. Very cloudy. I'm not myself, and I'm not thinking my own thoughts in a way. Like, I don't think, like, for example, let's be honest, a lot of us are very creative beings. We have a lot of things that we are able to do. We're not tapping into those things. As far as when when I smoke and stuff like that, the creative ideas that usually flow to me, I'm not getting none of it. It's like I have a creative block, and it's like it's there until I actually quit. It's there until I could clear my mind and be sober. When I'm sober, my mind tends to, like, a lot of thoughts flow, but the best thoughts tend to flow around that time. It's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, y'all. A lot of people can't sit with their sober self. I am able to do that. I wasn't able to do that before, but it took some time, but I'm able to do that right now today. I can say that you get a clearer mind, y'all. You don't wanna forever just be like, I can't even explain. You like, you just living in the days. You go to work, come home, you garden. What you do? You take a shower, you eat, you garden. Some people can't even eat without gardening. That is like, I'm glad I don't deal with that, but it's some people that can't even do that. Some people that if they stop gardening today, they might not be able to eat. It's gonna be so hard for them to eat, because once you start trying to eat, you get so nauseous. I've been there before. Right now, today, I'm not there, but I can say I have been there, and it's such a weird feeling. You could be up all day and you're not hungry at all. You don't become hungry until you garden, and now you're extremely hungry. But it's just like, you don't want something like that to be what you need to for your body to do regular things. It's like, that is not normal. That's not fucking normal for you to be like, I can't eat. I'm not even hungry. I don't have an appetite unless I garden. That shit ain't healthy. It's not healthy, and it's really not a good look when you really think about it. It's very like, it's not it. It's not it, y'all. For me specifically, I can say that by myself. It's just not it. It's not a thing that I want for myself. I want to be able to control myself. Even as far as like the emotions, regulate my emotions, I want to be able to control me. I don't want nobody else controlling me. I don't want nothing else controlling me. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I want to be, if anything is done for me, as far as like, if I receive a deal from here or I do that, it's because it's me. It's my natural self. It's not me saying something just because I'm in a high state or something, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's just me. I want to control myself. That's just what it is. I want to be able to control me. That's all it is, for real, okay? For real. But you get my mind is more clear now. Y'all, I'm able to hold certain conversations that I wasn't able to hold before, because my mind is like, I can't explain it, but a lot of stuff expand more. Like, let's be honest. A lot of us that started smoking early, it affects your brain. Our brain is not fully developed, especially when we were so young. Your brain was not fully developed to where you're damaging it. You're damaging it. You're damaging brain cells before they can even fully process, like before they can be fully grown and stuff like that. And that's why it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that a lot of people just don't understand. Like, we're affecting ourselves so bad. And it's just like, when are you going to take the time to take accountability for what you're doing to yourself? You can't forever blame something else. You got to take accountability. Like, I see what I'm doing to myself. I can't blame nobody else. Even if somebody else started you. Even if, let's be honest, I'm not, y'all, when I first started doing that, somebody else introduced that to me. Somebody that was close to me at one point in time. They were way older than me. And they introduced that to me. I don't blame them no more. Like, I used to blame them, like, you did this to me, but I can't blame nobody. Yeah, you might have introduced that to me, but I took that upon myself to keep doing that. Nobody else, you get what I'm saying? Nobody else. You didn't give me money to buy it. I did that. You get what I'm saying? I was working, spending my own money on it. So I can't blame nobody. I can only blame myself. I can't blame nobody for making me feel away, and then that caused me to relapse. That's my fault, because that just lets me know that that means my mind not strong enough to deal with my own emotions when I'm not feeling myself, right? When I'm mad or something like that, if I automatically run to this thing, am I really strong? No. I'm really not. I'm weak, and I'm letting everything else beat me. That's what it is. And that's what I feel like a lot of people need to hear. You need to be strong, like, fight these things. I'm not going to say it's easy, because I understand I've been there, but at the same time, you're going to forever be weak if you keep relapsing, if you keep in the same cycle. Is that what you want for yourself? I know a lot of people really don't want that for themselves. It's just like, it's ruining you, and it's ruining you a lot. And I can say that. How many people out here can say that they can look at themselves and admit and take accountability for everything that this has done for them, and not feel no way, and like be like, oh, I'm okay with that. It's not too many people. It's not too many people. That's what it is. It's not too many people, y'all. I'm not okay with it. It's not too many. Let's be honest, y'all. A lot of us in the day, let's be honest. With this day and age, you need to be trying to save as much money as possible. You need to be trying to save as much money as possible. And with that type of habit, you're continuously, it's a non-stop thing. You're continuously spending money all the time. All the time. And nobody got time for that. Not me. Not motherfucking me. Now, for real, like, when you have that type of habit, you're constantly spending money. You're constantly spending money on that type of thing. It's because, like, even when you tell yourself, like, I'm not going to buy none this time, you have an urge. You have an urge that get to you. You know what it's like to be addicted. If people know what it's like to be addicted to something, you have a strong urge. You get so irritable. You're easily irritable around that time to where you're going to be like, I don't feel like being irritated. I'm about to go buy something. You get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Like, I don't feel like being irritated. I don't feel like feeling this way. I'm about to go do it. And then you back in that cycle again. You relapse it again. And it's like, I've been, and a lot of this stuff I'm saying, y'all, it's me. I've been there, and I'm only saying this from experience. I was there at one point in time. I could stop for a couple months. Somebody making me feel away. Somebody put me in a bad state to where it's like, and I go do it again. But I had came to terms with, that was my last time relapsing again. I'm not doing it no more. I don't want that for myself. And I think a lot of people don't want that for themselves. It's just hard to fight that feeling. It's hard to fight that urge, especially when you don't have a support system that is there to help you, that is going to be on you like, that's going to motivate you. Y'all, I be grateful to say I got a brother. I got a girl that I'm currently dating. I love her real bad. That is there for me all the time. And that constantly remind me on a day-to-day that I'm stronger than that. That's not something that's going to beat me because I can control these things. I'm forever grateful for it. I know some people don't have that. I can say that. My mama sometimes, she tell me, Ty, remember what you told me? Mama say, you motivate me, Ty, so that's not something you want to do. I'm so grateful for the support system that I do have when it comes to this type of thing. I can say that, and I know a lot of people don't have those things. And I'm always open to be a support system for other people because I once wanted that thing, and now I have that to where I'm able to extend myself to help other people. And that's what I want to do. That's part of the reason why I'm here talking to y'all right now, because that's what I want to do. I can say that, y'all, and I can definitely say that, y'all, that has a lot of bad effects on you. I think I want to do a part 2 to this, but it's a lot that it's certain things that I feel like I didn't hit on. I want to come back to this conversation. Y'all, I don't know. I really love y'all a lot, and I really want what's best for y'all, like I want what's best for myself. I want us all to do good in life. I want us all to be happy. I want us all to be able to live as our highest self. That career that you want, that job, and whatever it is that you're actively trying to get, I want us to all live that way. I want you to be able to be financially free. I want you to be able to get up and do what you want to and not worry about where your funds are going to come from. I want you to live happy. I want that for everybody else. I know some people don't want that for me, but I want that for you because I believe everybody deserves to be happy. I believe the parents that is dealing with this type of thing, I want you to be able to quit this thing because you're stronger than that. I want you to be able to live right for your kids. I want your kid to have a strong life, like a good life, a good childhood, because their parents chose them over an addiction and not the other way around. I don't know. I want what's best for people, y'all. I really do want what's best for you. And a lot of people might not even agree with that, but I do, because I just feel like we're all human. We all deserve that type of support. We all need a push sometimes. We all need a little determination. And I'm going to be a constant reminder to let y'all know that I'm here for you. Like, if you ever want to text me, you ask me anything, you need some encouragement, I'm going to respond. I'm not that type of person. I will respond to you. We can talk. Because I know what it's like to be there in that place, and I didn't have that support. So I'm always open to being that open support for somebody else. And I actually think I want to start some type of group just to be that, because I know this is something hard. This is something that you need a continuous support system. You don't need somebody that's going to give you some words of encouragement and just leave you when you really need them the most. You need a continuous support system. And I can say, I know that because I needed that. I can say that, y'all. But like I said, I really want us to be happy, y'all. And I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that you could take something from this. I really hope that you can take something from this and apply it to your everyday life. I hope that y'all have a great day. I don't know, y'all. I really feel so good today, but I really hope that y'all have a blessed day. I really hope y'all have a great day because we all deserve that. We all deserve that. And y'all, I really hope that y'all enjoy this talk with me. I really do hope y'all enjoy this. If you have any other topics that you want me to touch on that you may feel like I'm able to talk about, let me know. Let me know because I don't know. I really like y'all. I like y'all a lot. And I want to see y'all doing good. But like I said, I really hope y'all have a great day.